So, okay. So you guys were at the library, or you guys are at the library, talking to the lady. The lady silently has gotten up from her table. She's picking up all her notebooks, all the pages that she's got going on, and she's ready to walk out. She's like, "Hey, you guys, how dare you call me a witch?" Blah blah blah. And then you guys kind of made up and try to convince her to allow you to go to her house with her. She told you that she needs to go to her laboratory in order to be able to finish conducting some calculations as she has everything ready. She's been talking to God, and God has told her that he needs to come back and walk the earth again, and that she needs to assist him by opening a portal so he can come. So I'm assuming everybody is gonna go with her, or are some of you gonna stay back? What do you guys want to do?
I don't see any reason not to.
Yeah, I think we should all go.
All right, all right. So you guys go
After all,
out.
she is a witch.
You guys go out and you get in the car and you head to her house. All right, so you arrive at her house. You see that the house is a very rustic house. It's not anything too crazy. If anything, the house looks fairly new and very nice. Once you open the door, you see that inside the house has not been very well taken care of. You see plates of food everywhere and different things. It hasn't been dusted in a while, and the house is kind of a mess, to tell you the truth.
What
Clothes
kind of a
everywhere.
woman doesn't keep her house tidy? A witch, that's what kind.
Clothes everywhere. So, but yeah, but she's like, oh, excuse the mess, please. I've been too busy with this project that God has put in front of me, and I do need to get it sorted out in order to complete my mission and have God walk among us. But I would love to. If you want, you can come. I can show you my laboratory, and you can see how you can assist me with this. As you said last time, that you knew a way for me to complete my equation and get the portal going.
Of course,
Out
of
of
course.
character, she is actually fucking delusional. Like, good god. Holy shit.
No, we can
Oh,
hear
it's a
you,
last
Laruga.
time use.
You may have to use your phone. But anyway, um, so and yeah, she's referring that she's talking to God, not to. I think he might have dropped. Oh yeah, she's definitely saying that she has been talking to God, not necessarily to anybody else. Whoever has been talking to her has said that it was that he is God. So, um, yeah, I still cannot hear you, Larugo, if you're talking. You may have to use your phone or something else. Give me
Can you
just
hear
a sec.
me?
Give me just a sec. All right. So she starts going to the basement, and you see that there's some clothes on the steps, on the stairs. So be careful. You know, you guys gotta be careful when you're walking down. And once you get down there, you see that there's papers everywhere. She's got a table over there going on, some sort of a desk that she's been writing things down. She's been writing things on the papers, on the desk themselves when she has run out of papers a couple of times. There's all the walls are just written down with formulas and things, whatever. And on the very back of the room, there's this portal thing, or this thing that it's like a frame of a door, a metal frame, and you can imagine that is the portal. It's connected with some cables to some sort of energy supply. Inside of the frame, like in between all the metal, so the door itself is I'm sorry, said that again? Oh, I can barely hear you.
I don't think it's somebody talking. I think it's like some kind of.
No, I think it's Q-Fu talking. I think he was just talking.
Yeah, it's definitely from Cthulhu, but I don't think is he actually speaking, or is it like a pre-recorded thing?
It sounded like a recorded thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, so when you look closely at this portal thing, in between the frames, there's this sort of liquid being held over there. The liquid at this time is grayish, and obviously it's not transparent. It's just flat over there, and she will say, "Well, this is what I've been working so far. I got everything going on. I managed to come up with the equation out of all the books and things that I found out. I managed to build a frame myself, and then out of many books, finally found the correct chemical composition of the liquid that will become the entry point between our dimension and God's dimension, and so that once this gets connected to the electricity, or the power source, works just fine. The issue is that I am having trouble figuring out the amount of power to get it to work. So I've been trying to work on this equation, but it has taken me quite a while, nights of sleep in between in between the fact that I've been talking to God, in between that I have to have gone between the library and here and do certain things here and testing. By the way, you guys may want to roll spot hidden at this time. Spot hidden.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Those of you that pass the roll can easily notice little black spots here and there around the walls, around papers. You notice that they are the same things, the same tar looking things as those that were in the at the theater where the last the last bad thing happened, that the lady disappeared and that all those other people died, and then it's also the same stuff that Anna Maria had on her musical papers that she was practicing with, and they are also the same things that were at the studio where the band was practicing. That after hours, all those people that were cleaning just happened to die.
Hmm.
Anything you guys want to do before we proceed with the story? Yeah, I barely heard something, Kyofu. I don't know exactly what it was, but then again, I didn't see it lighting up for long. Can you try saying something so I can see if it lights up or something?
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh, there we go.
I think I fixed it.
There we go.
Job done.
Nice. Nice.
So are we going to let this go on any longer, or should we go ahead and bust her or kill her or whatever we're gonna do?
Buster?
Should we do that right now? Or
Okay,
should
so
we-
Well,
what's happening is, so she shows the thing, but she's not done yet, is she?
No.
no.
Alright.
You guys just arrived there. She hasn't done anything. She just put her stuff
Okay.
down, and she was just explaining to you, between the fact that she's been talking to God, and God has kind of given her some sort of explanation of where to find the information, and then with her intelligence, she managed to put everything together, whatever. But she's super excited because she thinks that she may have the final equation to be able to get the portal going. And she's probably gonna need
Okay.
you guys' help to do it too. So
Okay, so we could restrain her. From that point, we could collect information, but I find it's easier to collect information from fanatics who believe they've had enlightenment from the Lord by indulging them.
Okay.
So we don't exactly help her do the job. Maybe we fumble it intentionally, but we just keep her talking.
What is the information we're going to try to get? Because I mean,
I don't know.
she's not
I
going
guess
to
we
be able
just
to
let
tell
her
us what
blab.
the mythos creature is because she thinks that it's God.
True. She may have already given us everything she knows.
Yeah. I mean, she probably has, because I assume if she knew more about the mythos creature, she probably wouldn't be trying to summon it.
So we're alone in this house, right? Any neighbors? What time is it? Etc.
what time is it? Well, right now you're in a house and you're in a basement, so no, there's no neighbors that you need to worry about. I want to say that right
Does she have like a
now.
husband?
So what?
Does she have like a husband? Boyfriend?
No, she doesn't have a husband that you know of. She doesn't have any family that
Okay.
you know of. She's just by herself over there working.
Elderly
This will be easy
spinster
when I
at the
fall.
age of 26, an unheard of age for a woman at this current year of 1923 to be single.
Well,
An old
unfortunately,
maid.
Exactly. Must be a witch.
Further evidence that she's a witch. Also, she hasn't dusted this place in ages.
Alright, so out of character, do we want to restrain her? Knock her out? Murder her? What do we want to do here?
Well, I was thinking we would try to arrest her, and when she's probably going to resist, and I don't know, I would not be that surprised if she had some sort of supernatural means of resisting, so probably we'll end up killing her.
Yeah. We should probably do it whilst we have the element of surprise and no firearms, if we can avoid it.
yeah. So anyway, so she tells you, okay, so and you see that she's very frantic about it. She's You know, she definitely hasn't slept in a while, and she's just trying to keep her her composition the best she can. So she's like, okay, well, so this is what I gotta do. Give me just a second so I can get stuff going, and then ultimately, I will need you just to stay back. And if this works, then what we can do is, you could be like God's disciples, and I could be like God's first disciple. Like, we all help them. I'll be happy to share, with you guys, and and we can say that we help out bring God to the world. So I want to know exactly what happens with it. It may be, and then she tells you, I do fear that I just may be crazy, but we'll see. So
Alright, can you just stand over here for a second? Just look at this. I see something very odd on this wall here.
she says, yeah, but give me a minute. I really want to get this done real quick, and then
No,
we'll
just
talk.
come back
Yeah, I
here.
just
Just
gotta
come look at
connect the
this. Just
cable
come look
real
at this.
quick, and she goes and she
Okay,
starts
guys, should I do it now? Should I do it now?
plugging the
Yes.
cable.
Just do it.
Okay. Longsword, extreme success, 24 damage. Straight through the back of the head. Beheaded.
Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second.
You know, how are we going to explain to the mayor that she was beheaded with a sword? That's like, if she had been shot while resisting arrest, that's one thing. But if she's been beheaded with a sword, that could raise some questions.
We were never here.
She said.
Okay,
He
well, I
said
guess
we
we're gonna
will
have to go
never
plan
hear.
B. We'll have to go to plan B of just finding a homeless person. Random homeless person.
Yeah.
All right. Give me
I'm just going to
a
clean my
second.
sword. So, yeah, beheading might have not been the right course of action there. Like a stabbing would be believable, but beheading maybe a
We'll
bit
go down
much.
to the docks and we'll find a fresh off the boat immigrant.
All right.
We'll
So
get
whenever you
everything
hit her
on him.
with the sword,
Sorry,
You-
power?
whenever you hit her with the sword, you notice that there's a clean cut. Definitely, you see her head drop, like you see your sword going right through the head, and as the sword goes right through the head, you look down like trying to follow her head down to the floor, and you keep looking down, like waiting for the head to drop down on the floor, and the head just never drops to the floor. When you look up again, you just see her standing there like nothing happens. There's no bruise. There's no bleeding. There's
Did she notice?
nothing. No, she's just doing her thing. She's like nothing ever happened.
I guess the only way is to like convince her she's not good enough. I don't know. Maybe we destroy the machine.
So she finishes connecting the cable, and
I cut the cable.
and she's like, "Okay, you guys, just stay back there. Let me just stand by the machine. I don't want nothing to happen to you guys, and I don't want nothing to happen to me. So just stay there. We'll see. We'll just test it out. I'm gonna turn it on and turn it off just to see if the liquid changes in any kind of way." And when she says that, the machine just turns on by itself, and you hear like a. If you
Oh no.
go ahead and roll spot hidden again.
Oh no.
All right. So you notice that the liquid on the portal just becomes moving, almost as if
Holy shit.
like regular moving water, like, and you see a hand, a very strange hand, not necessarily human, with a claw of sorts sticking out. Once it
Attack the
sticks
cable.
out,
We should attack the cable
You
first.
cut the cable with your sword.
once it
And
sticks
pull out my
out,
short sword and cut the
once
cable.
once it sticks out, it grabs her
Oh,
and it pulls her in.
He wants to cut the cable as soon as we see the hand coming out.
Okay, So you got go ahead and roll. How are you gonna cut the cable?
He has a sword.
Okay.
Oh, actually, I think I'll not do that. I think I'll rescind that decision. Okay, I will. I don't know. Okay, shoot the cable.
You shoot the cable. Okay. All right. So you shoot the cable, and when you shoot the cable, you see that the hand pulls her in, and after you shot the cable, the portal seems to be able to stay open, and once she goes in, then at that point, the portal goes off. Almost as if whatever managed to reach through also at the same time managed to keep that portal open.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. If it only wanted a lady, I'm sure it's fine.
Well, there goes.
She totally can't make a portal on that side or anything.
Well, I mean, she's probably gonna come back possessed by whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
Her head was never separated. It was like an illusion or some shit.
Yeah,
So
her.
I cut through, but her head like was there still.
Yeah,
you
like
did
that
notice
kind
that
of
when the
fall off.
hand pulled out, that hand was made out of the same tar substance, goo substance, whatever, that appeared everywhere else. And for that, you do owe me some sanity roll. Thank you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh.
Jake
I'm not in a good way,
and
guys.
Larugo, you guys owe me some sanity.
Wait, I'm there?
Yeah. Yeah, because this mission started with your character and with Heat's character. Because you two were the only survivors.
Ooh, shit. I should have watched that video.
You really should have, man.
Yep, you guys were the only survivors from last campaign. And you actually, just to give you a quick rundown,
Sanity.
you were in prison for the last 10 years. And you made actually a deal with the FBI, and they just released you just because they wanted you to investigate what was going on the last
Part of
last
a
week.
special FBI unit that investigates the paranormal now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Investigates cases that can't be officially acknowledged.
Alright, GM, I'm very sorry. I should have watched that video.
It's okay.
Files.
So, what happens now is you are there. You're not getting paid for this, by the way, but you get to keep
That's
your
great.
freedom
Not getting
as long
paid,
as you serve the FBI and the mayor. And at first was to try to figure out what was happening with the pianist and the piano player and the orchestra, and then it developed into this, and also at the same time it seems to continue developing into something going on with the fishing boat captain. So there's a bunch of stuff going on.
Yeah, so weird stuff is just popping up. Okay. Alright. Thanks for the heads up.
So everyone wants to roll spot hidden.
Oh,
I think we already did that one. You asked us to roll
Oh
sanity.
yes, I know. Let's
Sanity.
finish with the sanity first. All right. So those of you that pass the sanity roll, since you already seen the goo stuff, nothing happens. Those that didn't pass the sanity roll, 1d3 please. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. And
Okay, cool.
all right, and go ahead and roll spot hidden one last time.
73. That's not looking very good.
All right, and
Oh, man.
you notice that you see drawings of a girl playing a piano. You see a drawing of a of her of this lady doing some experiments over there in the library. You see that there's another drawing of a fishing boat, like in the ocean. There's another drawing of a guy, of a soldier, some sort of a soldier like in a crowd, but you don't know what that is yet. And that's what you see so far.
Hmm. Uh, okay. Well, I guess it's the boat next, because that's what we know about. I'll have to get like a safety deposit box to put my armor away in for that, because I'd rather be able to swim, you know?
That's
I'll only be taking the plate mail off, so I'll still have the chain mail and the hardened leather and the, the shows.
so. As you are there,
Of course.
somebody knocks on the door.
Oh, shit.
You can hear the door from the basement. You guys are in the basement.
Is there like a window in the basement or anything?
There's a few windows in the basement, but they're like very small because they are, to the ground level. So,
Okay. Let's wait for the next knock and see if they like announce who they are.
and again, they
Just not saying
continue.
anything, just like, okay.
Open up,
Okay,
police!
so oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think I should open the door. Evan, you're going to be her, like, what's the male version of her mistress? I don't know.
We don't have like a license or like a badge. I mean,
I do.
We do have a
North is
badge, we have
FBI.
Evan.
Yeah, I have a.
If he can't pull rank, then he can just pull, like, you know,
Yeah.
he pulled us.
Agent
I'll
Mackey,
just tell
we
them.
know
Flynn.
you're there. Open the door.
Okay, yeah. So I'll open the
Oh,
door.
okay. Yeah, I'm still in the basement. Like, yeah. I feel like an armored individual shouldn't leave me open for this.
Well, I mean, they know that you're with me.
Do they? Oh, that's true. There's no blood either. Let's go up.
Well, I mean,
I have
we're
a
not
message from the
trespassing.
mayor, Agent Mackey. I
Yeah.
need to talk
Yeah,
to you.
I said I opened the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you opened the
So
door.
the the finally the police gets to talk to Agent Mackey. The police are like, "Hey, Agent Mackey, it is a pleasure to see you, sir. I just wanted to let you know that we have information and we have a message from the mayor. Due to the devastating happenings from last night at the Orchestra uh, festival, the mayor has decided to put together a little get together in the Independence Square Park, and we're going to be honoring those that have passed last night."
Well, that sounds good. I actually have some news as well. I have reason to believe that the woman who owns this house might actually be connected to the events at the orchestra. She unfortunately seems to have disappeared. We haven't been able to track her down, but you should probably put out an APB on her. She's we'd love to ask her some questions if you could pick her up.
We'll
If you see her.
happy to do that. We'll start a search, a town search for her, and the moment we see her, we'll just bring her in and contact you right away.
All right. Yes, we think that she might possibly be connected to what's the captain's name?
The captain
Should
of
I-
the boat.
She might possibly be connected to the captain of the boat, which narrows it down a lot. Captain
Yeah, his name
Boatbeard.
was, Captain
I
Boatbeard.
don't necessarily.
Captain
Hold on,
Bodie McBoatface.
I'm trying to find his name right now because since we're in a different thing. Hold on a second.
Captain McBoaterman.
MC Boats.
Hold on a second. Okay, so the lady that she just disappeared, her name was Morgan James. And the captain of the boat, his name is Charles Dickinson.
Really?
Yeah.
Isn't that an author?
Well, he also has he's also a boat
Charles
captain.
Dickens, yeah.
We think the boat captain Charles Dickinson might have some connection to it as well. We don't have any hard evidence of that for now, but it looks like this woman is maybe the suspect we're looking for.
Well, the police says, well, I am not necessarily very sure as to how we will be able to prove something like that unless you actually have some serious proof.
We have serious
due
proof
to the
against
fact
this
that
woman.
Captain Dickinson lately has been provided a very good service for the city. He has been given incredible amounts of food for free to those of us here in the city, and therefore it will be not the wisest thing to accuse somebody like him without proof.
Well, like I said, we don't have any hard evidence against him yet, but we have quite a good deal of evidence against the lady who owns this house. I mean, for one thing, just look at the state of this place. You'd never realize that a woman lived here. But that's not all, I'm afraid. There's
I believe
strange
you.
laboratory of some kind in the basement. We've covered in that black tar substance we found at the orchestra. We think she might be responsible for whatever happened.
Well, we're definitely going to put a search for her. We're going to send more police to come search her house, and if we find something, we'll let you know. We will inform the mayor also for you.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we appreciate it, officer.
Yep.
Yes.
All right, so the police officer
Don't
leaves.
take any chances with her. She's a crazy broad.
The police officer looks at another police officer and tells him to stay there at the door and to guard that door and to not let anybody enter the property. And he leaves. He tells him that he's gonna go to the police station to talk to the rest of the department and to contact the mayor. All right, so what are you guys going to do?
So we're going to be going on the boat soon, I imagine, or something of that ilk.
Well, the police officer informed you that tomorrow at 9 a.m. in the morning, there's going to be this get together at the Independence Square Park right here.
Okay, I can keep my armor in that case.
Yeah, and they're gonna do a 21 gun salute. In honor of the victims of the orchestra concert incident.
Okay.
So, what do you guys want to do next?
No, I'm not sure.
I can.
Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Are you there?
I'm here.
He's here.
Yep, I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, what are we doing next?
Give me
I
just a
missed what he
second.
asked. Okay. So what's the plan? Where are we going? We're gonna wait for tomorrow, or we got a plan in between that time? Oh, we're not going onto a boat. There's an event on like a square in town tomorrow morning,
So what?
which is a lot easier than going onto a boat. So going there first. Yeah. And if we end up having to go on the boat, then I'll just take off the top layer of my armor. So that I can swim. Yeah. I'll still be
Wait, why would
resistant
we-
to
hold on, this
slashes
is where-
and bites.
Why would we be going on a boat? I'm confused about that part.
Oh, there.
A third person
'Cause
who's
the
being
picture
hunted?
the picture had the sailman and his boat, so there may be some kind of event involving both of those things. Perhaps we have to work with him to discover the next hint. So it was a picture of Morgan, a picture of Boaty McBoatface, and a picture of a soldier we haven't encountered yet. So there's a third guy we don't know who is also involved in this. Yeah. I think my suspicion at the moment is he wants to take all three of those people into whatever realm he's in, and then he used them for something. So if we can deprive him of even one of them, that could change things. Whether that be by killing or saving them. Well, 3 horsemen, but yeah.
I suspect that it'll be hard to kill them, though, considering that cutting off her head was totally ineffective.
Yeah, she's probably already headless or some bullshit.
Yeah, the boat guy is... I don't know, I suspect that we're going to be... Yeah,
So
I suspect we're going to be
we could do
supernaturally
research.
prevented from killing them, though.
Yeah. We could do research to find out who the soldier is, find if there's anyone who suddenly found religion, or had some kind of epiphany. We may even encounter them at the square. Was the mayor like the military? Well, I guess we have to wait for Mega to ask that. But maybe the mayor's some kind of military background. Yeah. So he could be like a veteran of some war. I have no idea who drew that smiley face. Wonder who it was.
Oh, if you look at the map...
Just below Eastwater. I didn't know the draw tool would work. So I tried it, and I made a smiley face. And I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh, I can. Oh, that works. That works. That does it. That does it.
Alright, I'm back. Alright, so what's the deal?
So we've got a few ideas here. So obviously, like, okay, so for the soldier, is the mayor of some kind of military background?
I'm sorry, is the mayor what?
Of a military background.
I don't know.
Has he served in the army or anything of that sort?
If he served in the army, you wouldn't necessarily know that unless you want to look that information up.
I mean, I feel like it would kind of be like in his campaign for being mayor.
Right, but it will be something
military
that maybe
men-
you don't remember right off the bat. I mean, I'm sure it'll be public information if you want to look it up. Maybe you want to go to the library or...
Yeah, we need to do research anyway, see if there's any, like, veterans in the local area that suddenly found religion or enlightenment.
But why exactly are you looking information about the mayor?
We want to see if he's the soldier we saw. Because we saw a soldier among the 3 people on the, in the scrollings.
Oh, the mayor. Okay. Well, yeah, I guess you can. But all right.
Yeah.
So what else? Is that what you guys are doing then? You're gonna go to the library to go
Uh,
check that out? Or
I mean, we have until what time is it now?
what did you just ask?
What time is it now?
Right now it's
Okay.
I would say it's about let's say 10 o'clock in the morning, maybe.
10 o'clock in the morning.
so we have a full day before the thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the event is tomorrow morning at 9 a.m.
Okay, we got a lot of time on our hands.
You sure do.
Yeah, so we need to, I want to go and do research on, like, veterans or military men who have had experiences with religion in some way recently. And also see if the mayor is maybe of military lineage or background.
Okay. Anything else?
Over to you guys. You got any, aims or goals for the day?
By the way, if you don't want to go on the boat because you're afraid that you're gonna drown due to the nature of your armor, you guys can also divide yourselves.
Alright, I can always unequip, like, the plate mail that will be able to not sink. I'll still have, like, 3 layers of armor.
Right.
Yeah, I think might as well just go ahead and get a truck of dynamite. Because at some point we're gonna use that.
Like,
Maybe we could bring scuba gear.
I'm not entirely sure the
That would
boat
be
captain
handy.
is gonna let you bring any dynamite on the boat. I mean,
Yeah.
especially on a fishing boat.
Well, we're not gonna tell him.
Yeah, we're gonna stuff our pockets and keep quiet.
But if you blow up the boat, you blow yourself up. You're in the water.
Yeah. I mean, we're also gonna bring scuba gear. So I mean, we
That's what the
could
truck's for.
abandon ship.
That's what the truck's for. It's a seaworthy truck.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys go to a store, and I'm assuming that's what you want to do, right?
I should probably buy some dynamite myself.
Okay.
Not much, because I don't want
Dynamite
to
for
make a some
everybody.
cannon.
Okay. So you find a store, and you get yourself some dynamite. We're not necessarily gonna go through all that. That's fine if you want it. I don't have a problem with you having it, but you're not gonna have a case, my friend. You're gonna be able to get maybe at the most, let's say a 1d10.
All right.
Each or as a whole group?
No, as a whole.
Oh.
Okay,
Well,
who's rolling the d10?
I'll do it.
Okay.
Okay, so you managed to
You're
get
right
8
to be
sticks
one.
of dynamite.
Okay, I have a high throw, so I'm gonna take 3 sticks of dynamite.
All right, so now that you have the dynamite, what is next?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, I want to go to the library, to investigate that soldier tangent I was going on.
Well, the soldier was just a picture you saw. I mean, for all you know, there's nothing going on that you know of.
True. Okay, we could just go straight to the boat if we want.
All right, so where do you guys go next?
Hmm. I guess we could go straight to the boat. I'll have to remove like the plate mail part of my ensemble.
Okay, very well. Okay.
Uh, I'll keep the helmet on now.
Again, if you just want to stay behind doing something else, you can. You don't have to get on the boat. It's up to you. I promise I will not get you killed. I will not penalize you for leaving the group.
I mean,
If you're afraid that you're going to
it's,
drown, just stay and land.
it's kind of like, I mean, it's enough to stop bites, cuts,
Sir
blunt
Lyons
force.
fears nothing. Sir Lyons doesn't fear the sea.
Exactly. I'm going to take off the plate mail part of it, but I'm still going to be pretty heavily armored.
Very well.
You know, the average Joe isn't going to be able to hurt me.
Very well. All right.
Sir Lyons spits in the face of Poseidon.
You guys drive all the way to the docks. And there over there you see the Captain Charles Dickinson giving instructions to load the boats because they're about to leave. And he sees you coming. He's like, "Oh, fellas, you guys are back. We just now got enough people. We're still short-handed, but we got enough people to be able to make the trips. Actually, it will be an honor for me if you guys accompany us. I can definitely show you, what we do out there, how we get the fish, and you can see me pray. Maybe we'll be lucky and God will talk to us today, and we'll be having a good fishing day."
Yeah, so I am, like, out of the plate mail somewhat. I'm not technically regular clothes, so get luck.
Oh, you want to leave that over here?
The exterior plate, yeah, I'll leave it in the truck.
Okay, you can leave it
Okay,
inside of your vehicle, or we can put it inside of our little chest over
Oh,
there.
do you have a safe cargo hold? I'll leave it with the safe cargo hold.
Yeah, I got my little shop over here. I mean, it's right there. You see those big factories? That's where we unload the fish and we process it. Sure, we can leave your stuff in my
I think
office
I'll
if
leave
you
it in the
want.
vehicle. I'll leave it in your office. Yeah, that sounds safe. Really.
Okay.
Good man, good man.
So
So just
he
so you
says,
know,
"Let me
I
have
need
it,
stress
and I'll
was-
bring it myself."
Yep, here you go.
All right. So you see him leaving.
I am still in chainmail, hard leather, and a shows. I am
That's fine.
a man with a knife or something is not going to hurt me. But bullets will.
So
now.
after a couple of minutes, he comes back. He's like, "Yo, Smith, are we ready to go?" Like, "Yes, Captain. We got everything loaded. We got the nets ready. We are ready to go." So he looks at you. He's like, "Okay, gentlemen, we're about to depart. Please wear these," and he gives you some life preservers, and he says, "Okay, we're gonna leave." So he goes inside, gets all the preparations done, and the boat takes off. The boat continues on the water for about, say, I don't know, about 15, 20 miles. Finally, when the boat gets to a spot, all three boats completely stop. They throw the nets out and they don't get anything. You see them trying a couple times, 4 or 5 times, and nothing. The sailors start getting like all worried, and somebody tells the captain, "Hey, Captain, why don't we pray?" It's like, "Well, yeah, we should do that. Maybe we get some luck." So you see them all like taking their hats off, bowing their heads, and starting to pray. And you hear the captain say, God, I ask you to help us feed this man, help us feed their families, help us make today a good fishing day. Amen. So everybody says amen, you know. And at that point, the sky gets all dark. The water completely pitch black.
Kraken.
Not a wave, nothing. The water is just completely clear. Almost like you're looking at a pond. And you see that the captain is still having his head bowed, eyes closed. And he's having some facial gestures, you know, almost of he's like not very comfortable. Eventually you hear him say, "No, I don't want to do that. That's not okay." And go ahead and roll some listening. Who just joined?
Listen, who did just join? Oh, it's, I think it's the new guy.
Yeah, nice. He made it.
Goofy.
Yeah, he made it. Awesome.
Oh, it's Toons. Oh. Okay, there we go. I don't know how I forgot his, like, name.
Jake, roll listen. Larugo, roll listen. And Kyle, roll listen.
Oh, I guess Kyle was like...
I think we all
Yeah.
failed, right? Except Kyle.
No, Jake heard. Jake has a really good hearing, because he's a
Jake,
fucking
sorry,
snob.
Alright. So, Jake, you hear this very strange melody. Almost of a lady singing. You hear one of the sailors, everyone hears one of the sailors saying, "Oh, hey, there's sirens singing. Mermaids. They're singing to us."
Oh no. Oh no. I think you're gonna regret how old that listen.
Go ahead and roll your power, everybody.
Well, surely it'll be only the ones who heard it. Surely it would only be
Yeah,
Jake
right,
that would be
'cause
affected by that,
We
right?
didn't hear him. Only one person heard it.
Right,
Yeah,
but
we all
you didn't
fucking
hear her.
failed for
You
this
didn't
one.
hear them because they were not close enough. Eventually, they get close enough,
Oh, okay.
and
Okay.
all right.
Fine.
Those of you that pass the power roll, nothing happens. You're like completely immune. If you didn't pass your power roll, unfortunately, you're not yourself. You start walking towards the edge of the boat uncontrollably.
I think nobody did.
I tackled Jake, and I rolled an extreme success.
Okay. You tackle Jake. You see that Jake just tries to get up. So you're going to need to roll your strength if you're going to have him pinned down. Very well. And Jake, go ahead and roll your strength. Perfect. All right. So you see how
Alright. Snap out of it, Charlie.
out of the possibly 90 sailors that are on that boat, you see how about 50 sailors just jump into the water
Oh shit.
from all the boats. The moment the sailors jump into the water, the waves resume, the sky clear, and they pull out the nets, and the nets are completely full of fish.
I think I see why he's always short on staff.
Completely
Yeah.
full of fish. They throw the nets down again, and they pull them back out, and there's fish again. And you know they do that for about, I don't know, 10, 20 times, and every time they pull them out, there's just completely full of fish. They couldn't fit any more fish if they tried.
Is there
No
any
matter how-
alcohol on the ship?
You know, no matter how much free fish he's giving to the town, it's only going to take a couple of voyages where he loses dozens of people before they're going to like they're not going to be okay with this.
Well,
Like maybe
Okay, so-
3 times tops. I would.
At
think.
this
I mean,
point,
he's
he's-
already lost like 30 people.
at this
Yeah.
point, he says, "God, this is not okay. You are
Okay, so
helping me
question.
feed everybody, but we cannot continue to pay this price. I cannot continue
He
doing
knows.
this."
Well, then
So
don't.
he goes ahead and he runs to the edge and he jumps out. And when he jumps out,
Fuck me.
you see a blast of light. He just disappears.
Oh, fuck me. I was gonna try and kill him. So are we the only ones left on this boat now?
No, you and the sailors. There's about what? 20, a total of 20, 20, no, 40 sailors left.
This was the
So
captain,
are
right?
these sailors also questioning what
He
in
was
my
the captain
fucking
of
ship
that
just
boat that you're in.
happened?
Alright, well, I guess I'm captain now.
Okay, does drive auto let me drive a boat?
Well, the first mate can probably pilot the boat.
Okay, good.
All right, so everybody decides
Back to
to.
shore, boys.
Yeah, they say, well, we're gonna head back now. We have enough fish, and unfortunately, the captain jumped out. We are not able to locate him, no matter where we see. Actually, truth be told, somebody says I saw him jump out, and I never see him hit the water. For all I know, he never hit the water. It's that this most strange thing ever. It's like, yeah,
Are
I
these
never
people
saw
okay
him
with
hit
that?
the water either.
Well,
These people are all okay with that just happening? Like, because they
Well,
know it's
there's not much they
possible
can do.
later.
They're in the middle of the
They
like
don't
in the
seem
middle of the ocean.
particularly upset though.
Yeah, they don't seem upset. They're kind of accept.
Well,
Just witnessed almost all of their coworkers die. Witnessed
They-
a mass suicide of all their coworkers.
right now, everybody's in shock. Everybody's a little upset, definitely. But right now, there's not much to do. They did expend a little bit of time searching. They would have spent, I don't know, let's say a good half an hour, 45 minutes searching without finding anybody, and ultimately they would have made the decision
So
to bring
these fellas
everybody
all-
back safely because they cannot
Should-
trust themselves being on a boat over there anymore.
Wouldn't they
case-
instantly call the Coast Guard to report
Well,
numerous
my
missing
confusion-
persons?
Well, they're going to
My
report it.
confusion-
Yeah, they're going
they
to
have-
report it.
These guys are all
Wow.
like new, right? Like new.
Most of
sailors?
them are new. Most of them are new.
Okay, okay.
Immediately call the harbor master and Coast Guard. Mayday, mayday! 70% of our crew just committed suicide, including the captain. Send help immediately.
Well,
Do they have radios on boats? So that I don't know. 'cause
I
I'm-
don't think he
1920s,
had radio over there. Though.
I think they would have radios on boats in the 20s. I think. 'Cause I'm-
Google is your friend.
Or they would at least have telegraphs.
Jet fishing boats. In
Well,
the
he can send it.
1920s,
You see the first
radio.
mate sending a telegraph, but he still decides that it's a good idea to go back in case something else happens. He
I don't
doesn't
know
want to
if
be on the
telegraph
water
is the right
anymore.
word, dude. Would it be telegraph? Telegraph's wired.
Do you
They
mean
would
the thing they
The
they
thing
use
where
for
it's like
Morse
Morse
code?
code?
To typically
Yeah.
tap the thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alcohol
I
on the
don't think that's
ship?
telegraph. I don't know what that's called.
I don't know. You will have to search for it. Go ahead and roll spot hidden. Yep, you find some contraband whiskey on the ship.
All right, I'm gonna drink.
All right. So the ship gets back, and by the time you guys come back, we're gonna go ahead and say that it's about let's see, about 3 o'clock.
Okay, I am beelining it for that guy's office so I can get my plate mail back.
Okay.
I must cover my face once again and my body.
Perfect.
So we were.
No, I didn't. Oh,
All
sorry.
right. So as you go back to the office, the manager says, "Oh yeah, you must be the manager over there at the factory. Well, you must be the guy that the armor belongs to. I saw the boss bringing it in. did you see what happened to the boss? I heard that he's not okay,
He
but
went quite mad. He went quite mad. He just jumped off the bow of the ship straight into the waves.
Along
It,
with 50 of his
we
crewmen.
tried to find him. We scoured the surface of the water, but he was
I
just
wonder.
not there.
He says, I wonder if it's got anything to do with that darn science fiction book that he's been writing. It's just
He's been
crazy.
writing.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but he announced that he was guilty and in league with the witch who lived at that other address, and then he killed himself.
Yeah, he's
Along
been.
with
He's got this science fiction
Did he come to
book.
the office with me? Okay.
He's got this science fiction book in his office, and he's been writing a bunch of crazy stuff. I mean, I know that he's a big time believer in God, and I believe in God too, but I don't go around telling people that I'm having conversations with God, that God talks to me, and that and that God tells me that He's gonna help me get the fish, and that's just. I mean, I don't judge anyone, but that's just a little much for me, I.
I have a trade secret for you. I think that was what ultimately led to his suicide. He
So
was ranting and raving about God as he
well,
jumped.
that's I don't believe that.
Said
I don't
that-
believe that because
he
he
said
was
that-
he was a Catholic. He will know better than commit suicide because he just wouldn't go to heaven otherwise.
He said that God told him to help that woman carry out the chemical attack on the orchestra.
Well, I don't know.
I'm sorry
hopefully,
about my friend here.
hopefully
he's
we
a bit
can
of a
locate the
conspiracy
captain at some
theorist.
point. Hopefully we can locate the boss at some point and we can clear this out. But your stuff is in the office, and you will see on the desk that there's that book that I was talking about, that science fiction book. He referred to it as his diary, but to me it's more of a science fiction book than anything else.
Truly a troubled mind.
Yep. Okay. He said, "Well, if you take the stairs up, that's the first door. As soon as you open it, the office is right there."
Thank you, sir. Onwards I go.
All right. So you go out, and bam, you find the chainmail that you left out there, and I'm sorry, the plate mail that you left out there, and
Yeah,
you
plate
find the diary. The diary, you see that there's a couple of entries to it. The first entry, he just mentions how he normally talks to God, and granted that God doesn't necessarily talk to him back, but he still has hope that he's gonna be able to one day go out, fish, and bring enough fish to be able to make a living off of it again, and to do good. And then about a week ago, I'm sorry, not a week ago, 2 days ago, you see that there's an entry where he talked to God and God talked to him back and told him to enjoy, and that he will be walking among us soon, and that he needs him to help him for that to happen, and that as appreciation for his help, he was going to let him have as much fish as he wanted, and in that day he brought in a lot of fish. That's when he decided to get more boats. So he will put on the note that he will get more boats. The next day after that, which would have been yesterday, he went out, and disaster happened because he went out. He didn't get that much fish. Eventually, after about 70% of the sailors died, he managed to bring a lot of fish back. And he mentions that God seems to be getting angrier whenever they have conversations, as God continues to ask him to sacrifice the sailors for him, and that it doesn't seem to be comfortable to continue doing that. God has also asked him to give himself to God in order to use him as a vessel, and be the next Jesus Christ.
Is he Jewish?
Nope.
Because like, it sounds like he's under the impression Jesus was just a prophet. Jesus, like, as far as the Christians are concerned, is God.
Well, that's what he put
Yeah.
over there in the diary.
I think he was Jewish, guys.
Yeah,
Might have been.
secretly Jewish,
Yeah.
which is a scandal in this current year of 1920.
He might have been Jewish
His business would have
just
been
to
ruined.
enjoy all the holidays they get.
His business would have been ruined if it had become publicly known.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's what you're finding. Go ahead and roll some intelligence, my friend.
Okay. Well, anybody who accompanied me, so that'd probably be me and Evan.
All right.
Unless you guys like came with me.
So this gives you the idea, or whenever you talk about this with the rest of them, somebody will definitely give you the idea that maybe, just maybe, more people had diaries.
Oh, like the crazy woman.
Yeah, we should go back and
Yeah.
tear her house apart, searching for clues. And also, we could take a sample of that black tar so that we can incriminate somebody. That will
Come on, gang, let's go to the mystery machine,
Inside of the
which we
office,
actually have
Dan,
now because you bought a truck.
Dan, inside of the office, you also see that tar in there. Spots
Jeez,
here and
this
there.
is just the thing we could use to
But
pin
it's
the
all
whole,
hardened
the whole
out.
case on
It's
some
not.
random sap.
It's all hardened
Where
out.
is the tar?
Yeah, the tar is
Jeez,
just
that's
it's just
great.
hardened out. It's not
Okay,
it's
well that's
solidified. It's not
that's-
like in
that's good.
Yeah, in a
so
soft.
we'll chisel some of it off, and that'll make it easier to plant it on somebody.
What?
Well, we're gonna use the tar to we're gonna use the tar to incriminate somebody because at some point we're gonna need like a human suspect that we can pin all this on so that we can get paid. Like we're not gonna be able to tell them that it was like a tentacle monster from space. We're at some point gonna have to give them a person in cuffs, and it looks like
So we'll put
everybody
it
is
in with their fucking pocket sand.
yeah, exactly. It was this guy. It was this homeless guy. He did it. He's
Jesus
got the tar in
Christ.
his pocket.
All right, so
And the captain's diary.
What's next?
He's involved.
Okay, we should probably go back to that woman's house, see if she has a diary. Also, is the truck like armored or anything? Or is it just like a regular?
Probably just a
Run-of-the-mill
regular truck,
truck.
but we could make it
Just
an
a regular
armored truck.
Yeah. Because I'm going to use it as a weapon. I'm not going to be able to dodge if I'm taking bullets.
Yeah.
you can use that plate mail.
Oh, you're
We're gonna
right, the
get,
plate
like,
man.
We're gonna want to get like sheets of metal at some point to try and armor the truck as much as we can.
Does anybody have mechanical?
No, I don't. But we could get somebody to do it for us.
That's gonna take
yeah,
time.
we could. Yeah. I mean, you could hire someone to do it, Jake. You're the rich one. Yeah.
See if you can get us a machine gun too. Try and get us a machine gun of some kind that we could mount on the back.
You're gonna be rolling on hard with my fucking driving.
All right, so what's next, fellas?
Well, I guess I don't look up. Yeah, I guess we go to the house, see if she had a diary.
Which house?
The lady who got transported, dragged.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Morgan, yeah. Don't know why I said that with a slight American
So
tinge.
you guys went to go back to the car, the truck, and make it back to her house. Go into her house and go ahead and just flat out roll spy hidden.
Flat out, let's go.
Huh. I mean, why waste time? Let's do it. All right. So you do locate her diary. It wasn't in the basement under a pile of papers. In her diary, also, she has entries starting as of about a week ago, where she says that she has had, in the first entry, she has had this crazy idea of building a portal, almost as if she feels that there's some big force that might be coming soon, and that might need her assistance. And then 3 days later, she mentions how God has talked to her and has told her that he needs a portal to be made in order for him to walk from his dimension to this one, in order to heal mankind and walk among people again. Then yesterday, the other entry will be finally when she was at the library and spent the night talking how she's spending nights at the library trying to find for a solution, and the moments that she seems to feel tired and she seems to like fall asleep, a voice talks to her and gets her all ramped up. At that point she feels anxious and she starts feeling how these little spiders and things walk all over her, but then when she looks, nothing's there. After a while she notices that these little spots of tar are everywhere, but sometimes they just seem to disappear and sometimes they're just there. She's not quite sure anymore if anybody else could see those spots in the basement or if it's just her and her lack of sleep. And that's the last entry.
Huh. Crazy bitch. I'm not really sure what this is. Well, we definitely know it wasn't fucking God. I don't know where we go from here. We need to find our soldier or something. There's the event at 9 AM tomorrow. We could try going to that.
Something's gonna
Yeah.
happen there.
Well, if I may,
Does anybody need more weaponry?
there's one more place that you might be able to find a diary.
Okay. Do tell.
The musician.
The musician. Oh shit, there was a musician, wasn't there? Oh wow, that really takes me back. Yeah. Yeah, we should find that one. Yeah.
All right. So you guys
If
get in
we've
the
got
car.
time spare afterwards, let's
And
armor the
you head-
vehicle.
You head on towards the piano player's house. As you go through the piano player's house, you go through the busy streets of town, and you see that the place where you guys had that show with the orchestra has completely been cleaned and now has a nice huge sign on top saying that there's going to be a magic show and that the great Albert is coming to town to play tonight. Actually, I'm sorry, no, not tonight. Tomorrow night at I don't know. Let's go ahead and say 8 p.m. He's going to be playing. And there's a picture of him with what seems to be a flame of fire. This flame of fire seems to be blue, and it seems to have the shape of a humanoid, little tiny humanoid thing, which at this point you don't even know if that has been drawn or if that's actually a real thing.
Okay.
So you arrive at the musician's house. The musician's house is still guarded by 2 police officers. This time around, police officers see you coming, and when they see Agent Mackey, they get a ready attention, and they say, Agent Mackey, you're more than welcome to walk in. The mayor has given us permission to allow you free roam inside of the premises.
Thanks, boys. Keep up the good
Hi
work.
there, gents. Let me in too.
They look at you and say, is he with you?
He is.
I-
His
Oh,
methods
wow.
are unorthodox, but I assure you, he comes very highly recommended.
Doesn't matter. I think I sabotaged myself there. I think I sabotaged myself there.
All right. So
Yeah. What happens there, Mega?
you were. So you started thinking about what to say to this guys, and at that moment you started talking to
Backhand him
them,
across the
and you're
face
like,
and
"Look,
tell him to get out of your way.
I am the head of this operation, okay? I know that all these people have been talking to God, and God is actually kidnapping them or taking them or try to take over them. And you know what? If you don't let me in, God is going to take over you too sooner or later. And I
give
am
him a
protected,
vicious slap across the face and
and
tell
I
him
am
to snap out of
protected,
it.
and I am
And you take
protected
1d3
by all this
damage.
armor.
Using solid metal.
Because this armor is made out of metal, God cannot talk to me. See, I'm protected now. That's why I wear this.
I've actually just got insane. I lose all my sanity. Oh, Jesus. Am I the one who took the... Like, did Tumus, like, give me the alcohol we need? Like, fucking hell.
I don't know if you're drunk, but that's what I'm going to. That's what I'm going to say.
So
And
you
the
hit me,
police
I've
so
had
officers-
just about enough of your drinking on the job.
what's the repercussion for him hitting me? Because he did just hit
And
solid
the police
plate now.
officers, they're like, yeah, no, I don't think he's allowed up there.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't think he is either. Keep an eye on him, would you? Make sure he doesn't pass out in the gutter.
I sit on the steps.
Yeah, so
Alright.
do you want us to take him to the station? We can do that.
No, it's all right. I'll take him with me. I was saddled with this bozo.
Maybe we can get a psychiatrist to talk to him. He might need to spend some time on Arkham Asylum.
Well, he came from there actually, and after this job, he might
I'll
just be
have you
going
know,
back.
I did not come from there. I came from the great kingdom
Yeah, sure you did, buddy.
of England.
It's like, yeah, you know what? I think we need to have him checked.
No, it's all right, officers. It's all right. I've been hauling this punk around for a while. It'll be all right. He'll be
So-
all right.
All right, so you guys go upstairs. Go ahead and roll
Except
spy
me,
hidden
I'm on the
again.
stairs.
Go ahead and roll spy hidden again.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Talk about cutting it close, Jake. Like, Jesus.
And Jake, after looking and looking, you managed to find the diary. In the diary, he talks how she sounds in a very nice tone for the longest time, how she is a teacher, but her true calling has always been a musician. And from time to time, she likes to play at night, and always she has suffered from a little bit of lack of sleep. But as of 3 days ago, all of a sudden she was playing, and she felt like she never played before this way. She felt very vigorous while she was playing, and she was able to hit notes and play with such ease that it was almost unbelievable that she was playing. And she also noticed that she couldn't stop playing, and she closed her eyes. And while she closed her eyes, she continued playing, and she felt like some little legs were walking over her arms. And when she opened her arms, she saw these bugs, spiders, walking all over her arms, and she couldn't do nothing as she continued playing. Eventually, she managed to let go of the piano and slap all those spiders. But when she opened her eyes, when she stopped, finally, the spiders were gone, and there were only spots, dark spots on her arms. The following day after that, that was before the orchestra incident, she had the same, somewhat of the same issue. She her roommate came to get her, but she was already awake, and she kind of felt bad for not sleeping enough. She was planning to sleep that night. She was looking forward to the practice with the rest of the band, and then she went to practice. The next entrance is after the practice. So she says that she doesn't understand what happened, but God started to talk to her, told her that He was in control and that He needed her to come into this world to heal everybody, and that He was gonna make her play in a way that she never played before. At this point in time, she said she kind of felt uneasy, and then God told her, well, but you know what? There's nothing you can do because I'm gonna make you play that way, and that in a way she kind of told God that He could make her play that way, but ultimately she will need to want to play first. And when she said that, she felt that God got upset, and He wouldn't let her go of the piano. Eventually, she passed out, and all she remembers is her roommate coming to wake her up, and the sight of lots of dead people with a lot of that goo tar on top of everybody that was dead, but not a drop on her. And that's that.
Okay.
So,
Well,
This is just like the fucking trickster's medallion. Like, Jesus.
people continue decorating the map. Alright, so what do you guys want to do next?
I'm not sure what we do. There's obviously the events tomorrow. I think that's what we can do before we go. What time is it?
Right now it will be around 5 o'clock.
Okay, let's, how long would it take to get, like, a mechanic or someone to, like, armor the vehicle?
Well, at this time, I don't think anybody will do it. If you do it tomorrow, well, maybe we can do it for you. Maybe somebody can do it for you in about a week.
Oof, okay. Let's not do that.
I mean,
Yeah,
they'll
I'll
have
just
to
give
do it
up
by
on the
hand.
armored
so-
idea.
yeah. I guess the
I'll
armored
rely on
truck
Megathrax
isn't
now.
happening.
Nah, we don't have a week for this campaign, I don't think.
No.
No,
Let's
you're
go
not
to
gonna
the
have a
events
week.
tomorrow.
You're probably not gonna have 2 more days.
It's bold of us to assume that we're going to survive the campaign, but you know what? Go ahead and
Exactly.
schedule it just in case we do. Just in
Yeah.
case we do, the replacement Mackie will have an armored machine gun truck.
I guess we just, like, find a house or a hotel. Stay
So
for
we
the
will
night.
be well rested when we futilely shoot at the tar monsters. What is our plan here exactly? Do we have a plan?
We go in there, see what happens, and stab anyone who
Yeah, well,
resists.
that's the thing. You guys are like, what's it called? So we're going to the festival thing, right? But like, you guys kind of make it seem like you're expecting a fight. Like,
Yeah, we're expecting the same thing that happened at the orchestra pretty much to happen at the festival. I
okay,
mean, we don't
Or the
really.
music venue in the evening.
Yeah, I mean, we weren't really able to do anything to prevent it last time, and I don't really have much faith that it's going to go differently this time.
Well, it's not necessarily a festival. Remember, it's
It
just
seems you
a.
can't kill the person responsible.
Remember, it's not a festival. It's just more like a memorial type thing. They're just gonna do a 21 gun salute for all the people that
Like a
died.
town
But-
meeting.
can we
Yeah.
assume that? Can we assume that they're like decorating and like preparing beforehand, like I don't know. You know how memorials are? They have like all these decorations and stuff.
Are we gonna? I don't know. I mean,
Well, there's
I
not gonna
guess
be any
we can
any
try to
dead
prevent
bodies or
them from
anything.
having it, but I mean,
There's
No,
not gonna be any dead bodies or anything like that because it's not being done at the cemetery. It's just being done at the park,
Park.
I
at
don't
the
think that's really
square.
gonna make a
Which
difference.
that might actually make the mayor probably the biggest moron ever because he's planning to do a 21 gun salute in an area which is surrounded by properties. So let's see how that goes.
I don't know. I mean, it seems pretty clear that something bad's going to happen at the memorial or whatever you call it. I don't think. I think all our efforts to prevent it from happening would be futile if we made an effort to prevent it from happening.
Yeah,
Um,
because it seems impossible to like actually kill the person who summons the muck creature.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
prepare for the fight,
Anybody
and
need a
then
gun?
if we survive afterwards, then we'll try to. I said that I chiseled some of the solid tar off with a penknife, so I guess I have that. Um, so yeah, I guess if we survive, then we'll try to find some. We'll find some random street person to pin this on, so that we have a face to like a face to blame in like the media, and then I guess we'll just report what actually happened to the FBI, and we'll call it good. And if the mayor is still alive, we'll get paid.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the
Okay,
best we
yeah,
can
let's
do.
just wait for the event, I guess, unless anybody has something to buy. Everyone got guns or whatever weapon you use. Oh, it
I don't,
seems,
I don't think we have any reason to think silver bullets or anything would be any more or less ineffective than any other kind of bullets. I mean, we have dynamite. We don't have any reason to think dynamite's going to work either. So I don't know. I mean, I guess this is the best we
what do you
can
mean?
do.
Dynamite always works. Like, we have
We
not
only have
encountered
eight
an enemy
sticks.
yet that it doesn't work on.
We
Except that
can't.
immortal guy. Remember the immortal guy?
Yeah, I mean,
It still technically worked on.
we can't turn the truck into a giant IED though because we don't have enough dynamite. A
Oh, we have
giant
more than
vehicle
enough to
IED.
explode a vehicle, but it wouldn't do much damage, I don't think.
Yeah, we only have eight sticks, so we're not going to be able to like blow up the whole crowd to stop them from being absorbed by the tar monster.
Plus, I have a 90-inch drive auto, so I think it's more effective to use it as a weapon.
Okay, I mean, if you want to put our eight sticks of dynamite in the into the car to use it, then that's fine.
Yeah, sure. Let's fucking, like, lob them out the window as we go.
All right, so what do you guys want to do anything before the event,
Uh,
or do you just want to go there?
unless we need to buy anybody, like, a firearm or something, I think we should be good.
I think we have enough guns.
Q-Fu, you got a gun?
The gun I got last time, right? I still have that, or did the cops take my gun?
Oh, they
Let's
probably would
just
have taken your gun. Let's go get you another gun.
yeah,
Yeah.
All right,
get him another gun just like it.
so you guys get the guns, and when you arrive at the park, you see that there's a podium
No, 45 is about best.
where the mayor is there. He's reading some notes before they start. There's many soldiers and there's many police officers also there, keeping
There's
guard.
soldiers.
Yeah, soldiers and police officers. Um, so
Oh,
the mayor,
soldiers?
the mayor
Oh,
actually,
no.
due to the fact that he is terrified of anything happening, the mayor is not trusting police at this time. So while he's standing on that podium, there's two soldiers that are standing to each side of the mayor.
Why is he having an event at all if he's terrified of something happening?
Well, because he feels like it's his duty to empathize with the town and to be able to, say a couple words and let people know that they care and that they're doing something to show respect, I guess. Yeah.
Hmm.
So at this time, the mayor goes ahead. So, like I was saying, he has two soldiers right next to him, and then there's in front of him a line of police officers, and then there's scattered soldiers everywhere around the square area, and then also there's people with cannons, which they're gonna use them to shoot. So the mayor starts talking and says, "Well, thank you everybody. Yep, cannons. Thank you everybody for coming. I know most of you probably don't care about being here because you might have lost a family member. But those of you that do come know that the town really feels for you, and that we really feel bad that happened to you. By the way, the soldiers, you notice that they're holding automatic weapons.
Ooh.
Yeah, they have 50 caliber typewriters with 50 caliber AP ammo. Just so you know.
I think Tommy guns are only 45.
Okay, well then, and it's some sort of automatic weapon with 50 caliber.
Yeah, I
AP
feel like
ammo.
they'd be using like Browning rifles, but that's
Browning
more
auto
military.
rifles,
Yes.
Tell
I
you,
think I think those are like 30-06. I don't think there are any 50 caliber rifles in the 1920s. Well, actually, no, there are, but that would be like Hawken rifles, like stuff like that.
well,
I don't think there's fully automatic 50 caliber weapons in the 1920s.
Well, remember that you're in a different timeline too.
That's whatever.
So,
Okay.
so in this particular timeline, they do have typewriters, 50 caliber, and you see them
I
over
want to
there.
get my hands on one of these.
And
Well, not my hands, another character's hands.
so, as the mayor continues talking, go ahead. Everybody, go ahead and roll spot hidden.
I see nothing through the small slits in my helmet at the moment.
That is correct.
Hey, you got the funny number.
Wow.
My brain has actually been rotted.
All right. So everybody is looking at the mayor, and it's impossible not to see the soldiers next to him. And Evan, you notice that one of the soldiers is kind of like feeling a little uncomfortable up there. He seems to have it's a very strange face, almost as if he's not
Seems to be
feeling
possessed by a
himself.
Cthulhu beast. Seems like
So,
he's going to open fire on everyone.
Eventually,
when
he
the influence of
raises
a monstrosity
he raises
beyond the
his
stars.
rifle. Eventually, he raises his rifle and aims at a certain person in the public. Just one person. And at this point in time, the mayor says, "Whoa, what's going on?" And he kind of gets a little startled. He kind of hides behind the podium. He like kneels down and hides behind the podium. And the other soldier looks at him, and he sees him that he is aiming. So therefore, he aims also at that person, and he starts kind of talking. You see, you can't really hear what they're saying, but you hear that they're talking. And the one guy that aimed at first, he doesn't say anything. Eventually,
Wow,
all the
that's
police
okay.
officers, they seem to be aiming at the same person, and but what happens next is that the soldier opens fire suddenly,
Oh, shit.
and with the typewriter, and everybody will have to dodge. So with the typewriter, he shoots at everyone, like literally everyone.
Shit.
So go ahead and roll dodge, all of you.
So I really doubt a shield is going to help me here. So I
No,
should
the
definitely
shield
do
is not going to
dodge.
do anything for you.
Yeah.
I spend 5.
Okay. And Jake, are you gonna expend the 4?
Holy shit, Lugo. No, Evan isn't dead. He's spent his luck to pass for dodge.
Okay. Jake, your mic not working?
I can hear him.
I
Can
No,
cannot
we can
hear
hear him. It's just you can't.
Hold on, let me refresh
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Hello? Can
Okay,
you
I can
me?
hear him now. Okay. Cool.
Okay, cool.
The whole campaign.
All right.
Have you not been able to hear him at all this whole time?
No, I didn't realize that I couldn't hear him.
Oh,
All right.
God.
So
Yeah, not surprised.
so ultimately, you guys managed to. Hold on. Did everybody roll? Jake, Dan,
I spent
Augustine,
4 luck.
Augustine, Kyle. Okay, yeah, everybody dodged.
Yeah,
Okay, so you guys dodged, and you see how everybody dies. And then after he kills everyone, including the police officers and the rest of the soldiers, he turns around.
Typewriter hold.
He turns around real fast.
He can't penetrate.
He turns around real fast. He shoots the other soldier and shoots the mayor on the head.
And we don't
Okay,
get
now
a chance
I'm
to
upset
shoot
this
him or
will be
do anything during all of this.
Well, no, because all you did was just dodge. At this point in
Yeah, but it
time,
would take several seconds at least for him to do all this.
right?
I mean, how
but
many people
when
is he
you
shooting?
when you dodged, everybody was shooting at the same time.
Okay.
As he continued shooting, you saw that bodies continue dropping. So if you want to, I can allow you to take another action, but at that point in time, we're gonna start using. You will not be able to dodge, but you will have to use your luck a couple of times to see if you get a recoil shot or maybe shot by somebody else.
Okay, yeah, I want to try to shoot him then to prevent him from killing everybody and the mayor.
Same.
Okay.
Well,
If you're going to shoot, then since you saw him first, then what what we're gonna do is go ahead and take. Well, hold on. Let me see what his first term would have been. So his first term would have been shooting at the police officers and possibly in your direction. So that's when you would have dodged. Okay, go ahead and take your shot.
Okay. Oh, so did I still make the dodge? So
Right.
I still spent my luck on the dodge?
Yeah.
Okay.
But since you're taking the next turn,
Okay, so then I'm gonna shoot.
okay. So you managed to
28
shoot him.
damage.
You managed to shoot him. He's wearing body armor, but you did shoot him, and you not a fatal shot. As he
28
fell
damage.
back. So what?
It was 28 damage.
Yep,
and one was a hard
definitely. But he's
success.
wearing full body armor, complete body armor. So I
He
mean,
was
you did
wearing
hurt him.
Kevlar.
You did hurt him because he's bleeding. But as he fell down, he did shoot the mayor and he shoot the other soldier. And then at that point, a ball of light appeared, and he was gone.
Okay.
He's meant to survive.
Oh,
So-
shit. Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
okay.
I'm under the impression he's wearing like bullet resistant vest or something like that.
Yeah, no, he was definitely bleeding by the time that I even shot him. He probably
Okay.
shot him a
It's like
couple of
Kevlar
shots on the
resistance.
arms and a couple of shots on the arms and on the legs. So he was definitely bleeding, but nothing,
Or
nothing fatal.
just out of interest, which type of body armor are they wearing? Are they wearing like the steel plating, or are they wearing like the woolen woven type of bullet resistant vest?
I would probably say both at this time, considering that there's been those attacks and they don't know exactly what they were becoming. They probably would have been wearing like everything.
Okay, if they're
Considering
wearing
that,
the proper steel plating, they're going to be weighed down quite a lot.
Yeah, I
Like
don't.
even more than what I'm wearing, because that's full fucking steel.
Right. Yeah.
That's thick steel.
Yep. I wouldn't be able to tell you right now exactly what he was wearing, but if you look at one of the soldiers over there, you will learn that they're definitely wearing as much armor as they can, and he managed to shoot everybody on the neck and just killing them all. Almost
Okay, that's you
it
just need to knock them on their back. They're like turtles.
it was almost like a miracle shot. It's incredible the accuracy of the shots as to how he
Yeah, but
managed
goddamn.
to shoot everyone without missing right on the soft spot to kill them.
Oh, that's his blessing from whatever much creature this is. Okay. God
So
giveth and God taketh away.
the mayor's dead. The mayor's dead. The secretary of the mayor comes up, and everybody's just scared, running for their lives. Those that are still alive, people from the public. The secretary comes up and shuts the whole thing down, asks everybody to leave, and after everybody leaves, she requests a meeting with you,
All of us. Okay.
all of you.
All right.
Whoa.
Well, that
The king
sucks.
is dead. Long live the king.
So who's gonna pay us now?
Yeah, we're gonna.
The secretary,
o-
the secretary is
obviously
clearly
that-
trying to hire us again.
Yeah, obviously, that soldier was in league with that woman from the lab, and also with the captain who killed himself after confessing everything.
So
Well, they're
after-
indirectly connected, but yes.
after everybody disperses, they take care of the mayor's body, and they take care of everything else. Finally, the mayor's secretary invites you to the mayor's office to have a meeting. You get escorted by the police over there, and you're coming in, and the first thing she says as you come in is like, "You guys seem to always be right on the action." It's almost like,
It's almost like we're paid to be right on the action.
yeah, but it's almost like
Literally our job.
you're always there, but nothing ever happens to you.
It's,
Well, yes, I am in full armor. As you can see from my regalia, none can harm me.
I mean, we get horribly injured fairly regularly.
Well, I don't see one single wound from you. You seem to have survived an attack on the
Well,
concert.
hold on, Dan.
Well,
You
know,
seem
I
to have
tried the novel-
survived-
I tried the novel solution of shooting the perpetrator. Apparently, that was beyond the skill of any of your police
Oh,
officers.
holy
You
shit.
seem to
Okay,
have
As you will see,
survived
madame,
going
I have
on
a
a
scuff
boat.
on my heel.
You seem
Right
to
here
have
on my
survived
plate
going on a boat. You have a lady missing that apparently was working on some sort of contraption inside of her basement, but no one knows where she goes, and you guys seem to be the only ones that may have some sort of clue as to where she went, because based on the testimony that you gave a police officer that went knocking looking for you, you told her you saw her last. And
Well,
then
have a look at this here.
you
doll.
went on
I
a
say-
boat. You went on a boat where almost 50 sailors just jump out. The captain goes missing, but yet here you are.
Well, you know
And
what?
today,
I think
As
it
you will
seems
see-
pretty
everyone
convenient that
dies.
Your boss just happens to die tragically, and you walk away from the scene unscathed. And what's more, and then I take out the hardened black tar from my pocket and like toss it into her chest. And what's more, you had in your possession this
Oh, Jesus Christ.
unidentified substance that ties you to the
Oh,
scene
no, I've got
of two
tinnitus.
mass casualty incidents. So what? My question for you, doll, is what do you have to say for yourself? And why shouldn't we clap the cuffs on you right now?
Alright, since I rolled an extreme success on Persuade, I'm going to back it up there. Just, yeah.
And she
Yeah, he
says,
really needs that reinforcement.
and she says, so the moment that that he says all that, she gets forward and she touches the desk. And when she touches the desk, about 4 police officers walk into the room.
Okay, I'm going to spin the luck to turn that persuade into a success, and I'm going to say, officers, arrest this woman.
Alright, can I use my extreme success now? Because I still haven't used that 2 my
And
rolls.
that's fine. You can
Yeah.
use your persuade. That's fine. And she says, "Look, I need you to be here present because apparently the mayor has not hired the most honest people in town." And then she grabs that little thing that you threw at her and she says, "And please don't throw things at me." And she flickers it back to you.
Where's the
And-
deputy mayor?
He is literally with the FBI.
Yeah, I'm with the FBI, and I'm telling these cops to arrest her because I have
Yeah,
believed that
but
she,
at this point in time, since you have the city has, and she has also talked to the FBI about the fact that you always seem to be at the right place and at the right time, and nothing seems
weird
to be
that
happening.
FBI agent who's investigating the crime just happens to always be around when like pivotal things related to the crime are happening. It's
So
almost
she
like he's following the suspects
she
and
says
investigating what's going on.
"Gentlemen, I don't know if you guys have something to do with whatever's going on or not. I don't know if you might just be the black sheep of the town, or if you
What makes us
truly,
the black sheep of the town?
or if you
Black
truly, or if you truly just seem to casually be at the right place at the right time, right as things happen, and it doesn't seem to affect you.
Where's
But I
the
do want to
deputy
let you
mayor?
know. But I do want to let you know that the deal that the mayor did with you is still going to be honored. The city still needs this to stop. We entertained the idea from the FBI to have this 2 convicts released in order to assist you because there were some sort of experts in the strange and occult and whatever. You know,
She knows that they're experts in the occult.
well, she just calls it that.
For
She's just-
mysterious.
It's just in the weird stuff based on their testimony and how crazy the stuff they said is. So at this point in time, we're entertaining any ideas. But
And I have no fucking clue why you have a fully armored knight next to you. Absolutely none.
I have allowed this, I told the mayor that it wasn't the best idea to have this group. The mayor insisted that they
Why
were
do you-
highly
why is-
qualified. I don't know exactly how highly qualified can a guy wearing a full set of plate mail armor in 1920 can be.
I do
But-
actually have a written knighthood with me.
But-
So they know that these guys are experts in the paranormal, and they were okay with that. Like they know that I'm with the FBI and that we're investigating what's going on. But for one thing, I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that they're suspicious of us based on what's
Well,
happening.
they are suspicious of the whole
Especially
group,
after
not
we shot
necessarily
the guy
of
that
one
killed
person
her.
or another. Especially when you just throw that stuff for her and you try to pin it on her.
Well, all the cops know. The cops came in and saw her holding it, and an FBI agent is telling them to arrest her. That's all the cops know. Like,
So-
the cops weren't in the room when I said that.
So ultimately, the lady looks at you and says, "Look, the mayor owned this town, not the FBI. The mayor's gone.
Well, we'll just see.
I
what
own the town now, not the
We'll
FBI.
just see what J. Edgar Hoover has to say
However,
about that. We'll just
I
see
can
what the
tell you
president has to
this.
say about that, Toots.
I can tell you this. You guys have 4 days to finish this case.
Oh,
In 4 days, I'm going to advise the FBI and everyone else that you guys are directly related to this. And then you guys will have to answer for that, provided that you continue appearing at the right place at the right time when things just suddenly happen. So,
should we just give up on this case and leave him to die? Like, that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here.
Yeah, it's like
You know,
Okay.
just fuck these people.
The-
you better
and
stop
actually,
investigating this
the
case.
other
so
the other
thoroughly,
thing that I want to tell
or
you,
else
she
we'll
says,
blame you.
and she hands every one of you tickets. And she says, look, a magician is having a show tonight. Obviously, there's going to be a gathering of people there. So, therefore, something may or may not happen there.
You'd
I'd
better
like
go
you
to
to
that place where
attend.
something's going to happen.
I'd like you to attend and to stop anything from happening before it actually happens.
Why would we do
you're
that?
not on my persuade.
Like, why
Okay,
would we?
so
why
if
would we do
anything
that?
weird happens there, that is on you, not on us, correct? I've succeeded that persuade roll.
No, I am asking you to go there so nothing happens. That's what you were hired
Yes,
for, to stop
Yeah,
things
but
from
if
happening.
something weird happens, is that our fault?
I'm not saying right now that it is your fault because you might not show up at all. But if you do go, and I expect you to go, because that's what we hired you for, I expect you to stop whatever may end up happening from happening.
Okay, well, I mean, this is obviously we can't continue working for this person under these conditions. We need to immediately call the FBI and tell them what she said. Like,
But I've
Just
been
where
saying
are we?
this
What
whole
city are we in
time.
right now?
What I've been saying this whole time is, where's the deputy mayor? They're the second in command.
why is the secretary of the mayor the one telling us all this?
Yeah, where's the deputy mayor?
Because right now the
Deputy Mayor
deputy
died of a
mayor,
heart attack
unfortunately,
last night.
he's on vacation.
Okay, so,
Okay.
so the secretary is in charge?
Yep.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, in this town it is at the moment, until the
In this
deputy
town it
mayor
is.
in a couple of hours arrive and she fills them in with the details.
Okay.
I don't
well,
just. Where are we right now?
well, I mean, we need to contact
Mayor's
the FBI
office.
and tell them that they're like basically threatening to frame us because we've been investigating the case.
You can definitely do that. Yes. Yes. You're in your whole
Then-
right, but you will have to do that after you successfully get out of that office without getting arrested. So,
Okay.
so I guess my best advice would be for you to take the tickets.
Alright, I will take the ticket then.
All right.
Yeah,
So
I
you
guess
you
we'll
take the tickets. She tells you that the show starts in exactly hold on, tomorrow, the next day, at 7 o'clock, and to please try to stop anything from happening before it actually happens. That she doesn't want any more victims. And at that point in time, she tells you that you're dismissed.
Okay.
And then when you're leaving, she tells
Fuck
the
you,
two
bitch.
police
Goodbye.
officers, please keep an eye on them. So two police
Alright, am I
officers
allowed
are
to
going to be
leave town?
following you around.
Okay.
Listen, officers, I don't know what sort of screwed up kangaroo. I don't even know what the right word. I don't know what sort of screwed up town this is where the secretary thinks she can talk like that to the FBI. But the last time I checked, Arkham is still part of the United States of America. And the mayor's secretary isn't in charge. The president is in charge. And if you two don't want to end up facing federal racketeering charges, you'd better disregard all that nonsense she said about pinning this on us.
And the
Now, what
police
we're going to
officers,
do right now is
the police officers tell you, well, we'll be happy to disregard it the moment that the deputy mayor arrives and tells us to do otherwise. So right now, we are serving the town, and based on instructions left by the mayor, until the deputy mayor takes over, she is in charge.
Okay.
okay. Well,
I guess we just fucking get out of here. I'm going to ask the officers if I'm allowed to leave town. I roll persuade. Am I allowed to leave town? Good sirs.
So you're gonna do
we're
what?
all allowed to leave town. Are we going to leave
Am I allowed
town?
to leave town?
No, you're not
Essence.
allowed to leave town.
Okay.
We
At
can
least not at the
enforce
moment.
it. Okay.
Okay, am I allowed to, like, invite a friend to take over for me?
To take what?
Invite a friend over to take over for me in this case? Because let me roll my tolerance. I cannot tolerate the way Mountain treated me.
Well, considering that you're wearing a full set of chainmail, a plate mail, and that you've been hired to do that job, and you're a little bit under suspicious, and you are not necessarily with the FBI. I don't know.
What do
I
you
think that
under-
there may be a few repercussions from you not continue working on the case,
What is-
especially noticing that the government over there may or may not necessarily be just a tiny bit corrupted.
Yeah, it seems like this is. Yeah, this isn't. Things do not
If I get,
work
like, a
here as
police
they-
officer to watch over me in my hotel room, then they can't say I, like, went out and killed anybody in that time.
And
You know, I'm under observation.
they just seem a bit corrupt, just a little bit, not, you know.
Very well.
Well, I want to go and call the FBI and relate the details of that conversation to them.
All
And I
right.
think that the mayor's secretary is the one that we're ultimately going to try to frame for everything. It's not what I'm going to say, but I am going to tell them about the conversation we just had.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right. So you go to your home where you have a phone, and you call the FBI. So on the opposite line, on the other side of the phone, somebody picks up and is like, "Hello, FBI."
Hello, this is Agent Mackey, FBI. I need to speak to the deputy director there right away.
Mackie. All right, give me just a second. I'll let him know. Okay, so. Hello, Mackie. What's going on in there, Mackie?
Oh, we've run into some trouble, sir. It looks like the mayor has been killed. Unfortunately, we're waiting for the deputy mayor to show up, and there's no easy way to say this, but basically the mayor's secretary appears to be running the show now, and she's quite corrupt. She's actually threatening to frame me and my associates for what's been going on here. She's suggesting that it's somehow suspicious that we keep showing up at the scene of the crime, even though we're obviously here to investigate the crime, here to investigate what's going on. And, well, as I said, she openly threatened to pin everything on us if we aren't able to resolve the case in 4 days.
Do you have proof that happened?
I certainly do. I have numerous witnesses. Furthermore, I think that the mayor's secretary herself might actually be involved in what's going on.
You in fact have a knighted soldier of the
Mackie,
Queen, actually
Mackie,
knighted, to back you up.
is one of your witnesses a guy wearing a full plate of armor?
No, he is not.
Are you sure?
I am sure. Although he was there also, but I don't need him. I don't need the crazy guy in armor here.
Oh, so
Deputy
he was
Director.
there. He was there. So he is one of the witnesses. Mackie,
He is
look,
not, as I said,
I-
he's not one of the witnesses
this
I'm referring.
this investigation has lost all kind of seriousness the moment
Well,
that you
Deputy,
started
I am
roaming
not-
around with a guy that should be institutionalized.
You
So
are the one that
therefore-
foisted him
Crazy,
on
I'm an
me.
eccentric. I
You
don't
So
are the one
understand
that
this.
therefore-
foisted these wackos on me, Deputy Director. I was against this originally.
Okay, very well. Then all you need to do, unfortunately, you cannot come back because you were given a direct order to go there. So, if you are saying that what you're saying is correct, then complete your assignment and prove everyone wrong. Unfortunately, I cannot take your side because there's many people that have seen you doing business, working for the FBI, going around, walking around with a guy wearing a full set of plate mail, and you vouching for him, telling how he is well qualified, that his methods are not necessarily the normal, but that you vouch for him. So, you know,
are the one that ordered me to take him with me.
I don't understand this. I'm not crazy. I'm a fucking eccentric.
Look,
I am
let me
just
get this
letting you know,
straight.
Mikey, there's
You
nothing that I can
ordered
do at
me-
this point in time for you
You
other than
ordered
telling you to
me-
please complete the mission. So in that way, once you complete the mission and you see and everyone knows that you're not at fault, then we can
You
go ahead and do
ordered me
something
to
about
come
it.
here with a crazy person who wears plate armor, and now you're saying that you can't help me when I'm being threatened with being arrested by the corrupt police force of this town because I am in the company of a crazy person in plate armor who you sent here with me.
Mackie, between you and I,
This is actually
yes,
fucking
I
slander
did
right
tell
now.
you to go there with the person wearing plate armor. However, I cannot vouch for me telling you that.
What?
So therefore, I need you to please finish the mission.
Fuck me.
But you sent him here. It was your
I'm not even
idea.
Oh,
crazy.
goodness.
I am just an eccentric who has an actual
This
legitimate
is,
knighthood. from the
Shut
Queen.
up! You're crazy. You're wearing plate armor.
I literally have my written
Thank
knighthood
you.
right
Thank
here.
you, Maggie,
Why
for
am I
acknowledging
with
that
these
he's crazy,
people?
but we had to do something with him, so therefore I had to send him out. Now,
So you're,
Check
please
my
complete
inventory.
your
I have an
assignment,
actual
and if
fucking
you need
written knighthood.
assistance, please don't hesitate to call. We'll
I'm
be happy
calling
to
now.
send backup for you.
that's what I'm asking for.
Okay. I will contact the police department. I will ask them to give you a couple of deputies.
Okay, well that's great, but the police department is obviously the corrupt police department of this town, which the the mayor's secretary is threatening to have arrest me if I'm not able to resolve the case in 4 days.
I will talk to the secretary and see what she has to say about that.
Well, a sworn agent of the FBI is telling you that she's probably in on what's happening.
Okay, I will look
I'm
into that.
surprised they
I
know
will
about
look.
the mayor's
I will
trick.
look into that definitely. I will put some of my men to investigate on that. To investigate her, we'll see what her background is, and I will also make sure that we run a full investigation on her, and figure out exactly what's going on.
Well, that just makes me feel a lot better.
No problem. Don't worry, Mackie. You got this. You'll be okay.
And I hang up and I say, sometimes I question my family's choice to have every single one of them in the FBI. Since it is-
So I just want to really stress something here. I'm not crazy. I'm an eccentric who has an actual signed writ of knighthood from the king himself.
Yeah,
An
everyone
official
knows
document.
about that, and knows it right off the bat as soon as they look at you.
Yeah. Also, it
I
doesn't
actually
help
have
that
it
you're
right
from a
here.
different
It's in my inventory. It's an actual writ of knighthood.
Everyone
It's like my
believes
whole
you.
backstory. They don't have to believe me. I have to look at the fucking document that has his actual signature on it. Like, it is undeniably from the king.
Yeah.
Which
Like,
one? The one that only
call
went
His
10
Majesty's
years?
military.
Good thing.
And
Good
you
thing
will
that
see.
nobody can forge anything during that time. So, all right.
You can
So
call
what's next?
official ministers and they'll tell you.
Are you guys
Sir,
gonna call it a
as a
night
man,
until the next day that you go to the show, or is there anything that you guys want to do?
Alright, I have one question. Am I allowed to like stay in the hotel supervised and get a different character in here? Would I be safe if I was like constant supervision from police?
Well, but if you switch characters, you can not come back to this character in this campaign again.
That's fine by me. The armor, yeah. I'm going to make my eccentric a bit less eccentric.
What if I got it?
Not wear the armor.
Yeah, just wear a disguise, even though you're not like known other than being in armor.
All right, fine.
That's
yeah,
true.
you can. Who do you want to switch to?
Johan Chenovik's trench. He'll take probably like 3 hours to get there by car,
Let me find them real
or like half that
Okay, I
actually.
see. And Sir Phillips. Okay, so Sir Phillips stays at a hotel room, and
Supervised by police, so he can't be framed.
well, no, he just stays at a hotel. The police is too busy following the rest of the group, so whatever happens, happens.
In that case, I can like sit in the police station with him or something. I don't know.
You could. All right, so. All right, so what's the rest of the group doing this time? Are you guys calling it a night until the next day that the magician has the show, or are you gonna do something else, like anything whatsoever?
I don't know. I guess we can just wait for the magician, unless you guys want to do something else.
Nobody wants to try to rig up the place with explosives the day before.
You know, maybe we should. I don't know.
And we could, but then we are like liable for an actual crime.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna blame us for a crime no matter what.
True.
Wait, actually, there is a good chance that they might go through the place and disarm it for some reason.
Well, that could happen.
So, I'd say never mind on that. We're on too much high alert.
Yeah. Besides, you're under constant supervision at the moment, so I don't think you could sneak away to plant an actual explosive device in a public place.
Alright, so I'm gonna just vote for wait till tomorrow. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll just wait too.
I don't have a choice, it's just you three. Because Kyle's like, his internet's crashed or something.
Oh.
Whose internet?
Kyle, because like his Discord is offline and he's not in the.
No, he didn't. His internet didn't crash. He sent me a message saying that he got upset because it got way too hectic, and he couldn't get a word in. So he
it
left.
did get a bit hectic, yes.
He left because there was too much going on.
That does get annoying, honestly, though.
It's too bad it literally just got calmed down.
I
Oh well.
haven't seen
fair
anyone
enough.
complaining, and if there's anything to complain about it, you just say, hey, say something. You know, we're all adults here. You can be heard. So
To be honest, I love Evan's parts.
I mean, hate to think what happens, when somebody, may have to coach him or something at work or anything. Bye.
You might want to like edit this out of live stream, man.
No, no,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
I
not
don't
how I
want to
do
lose that play
things.
already.
That's not how I do things. But, all
Oh,
right.
what-
So, coming to this. So, what do you guys do then? Do you guys wait until the next day, or what?
I think they've all agreed except Kifu. Question mark. Larugo. Sorry, get confused with names sometimes.
Okay. Let me see what you guys rolled. I can't see it.
Yeah, he says time skip. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I think we'll just do that from now on. If anybody wants, just post something on here, and we'll read it.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
not necessarily that, but if everybody's saying something like it gets hectic, whatever, people can also type it over there, saying, hey, too hectic, people can calm down, whatever. People can also send me a personal message, and I can say something. But
You can like at the offender in like the public chat, like, hey, calm down.
right,
a bit.
I can say, hey guys,
Yeah.
we're getting too crazy a little bit. Let's calm down a bit, whatever. But just taking off and leaving doesn't really help anything. So let's do this.
Like this.
We're gonna skip to the next day. All right, so it is the next day. Do you guys just want to skip until before the show, or do you guys want to do something before the show?
Well, I've got to meet up with me first. Hello there, random people. I heard from Philip that you were the ones I was meant to meet up with.
So you will be meeting
Okay.
with Evan.
Another British person.
Yes, it's the only accent I can pull off, so you can.
No, I'm just saying my character would think, oh, British,
Oh,
even
right,
though
yeah,
they're
your parents
Irish.
British, yeah. Oh, you're Irish. Ooh.
No, I mean, my character would be stupid enough to think British, Irish, same thing. Stupid.
Oh. No, this time the Irish are like very alienated to
Yeah.
British.
My
Yeah.
guy's initially suspicious when he learns that an Irishman is here, but ultimately decides that he's okay with it.
Yes, I sleight of hand Evan and steal his wallet.
Oh no!
Okay.
Instantly.
You steal Evan's
So I
wallet.
guess you have $520 now.
And an FBI identification.
Oh god.
Wait, isn't Mackie Irish? Or...
Actually, I think it
no.
is. I think Mackie
Is
is
he?
Irish. Actually.
Oh, the last name, yeah.
Yeah, so I
Yeah,
guess
you probably
I
have Irish roots, yeah.
yeah. Well, never mind then. I guess my guy is happy that another Irishman is here.
All right. So now that you guys got all
We're well rid of
acquainted,
that
and stuff.
Englishman.
what's next?
I guess we just go to the event, I guess.
Should we go there early, or...
We could go very early.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fine by me.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, somebody came or left or what's that?
I had to leave and join back because the audio had broken again.
Well, that's cute. Okay. So, all right. So you guys skip to the show. You guys go to the show, and when you arrive at the theater, you see the talented Grand Albert and his magical pet Fuego. And
Who
you
is
see
Augustine Turner again? Is that Larugo?
Yeah, that's Ludo.
Yeah, that's Laruko's character.
Ah.
So
because he's the only other player.
you arrive in there and you see that, and then I guess you take your seats. As the show goes on and starts, you see the magician coming up to the stage. He's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, my name is the Great Albert, and today I am going to show you something that you have not seen before. I have a real life thing, or pet, you could say, or not even a pet, because I don't consider him a pet. I consider him more of a mystical living being. His name is Fuego." And when he does that, he opens his hand, and you see a blue flame of fire appear. That he has a little shape, almost like a baby version of a fire would look like. And he is capable of doing crazy things. And he just shoots his hand up. And when he does that, he says, "Fuego, fly!" And Fuego just starts burning. And there's a huge chandelier on top with candles. He just goes up there and lights up all the chandelier, the whole chandelier, all the candles, and goes back to the hand of the magician.
So it's like a little flame.
Yep, they're living flame. So everybody stands up and claps, whatever. And he's like, "All right, for this next trick, I will show you a little bit more what he's capable of." And he stretches his arm again and opens his hand, and he starts flying. And when he starts flying, he starts going around the whole area where everybody's just sitting, right? Not necessarily just on the stage. Everybody's just looking up and seeing that flame just going through. And eventually it turns colors from blue to a red. And it starts burning really, really hard. And the temperature starts raising up. And the flame now is not necessarily very little flame, but it's a huge flame. And you see the magician saying, "Fuego, stop! Stop! What are you doing? Stop!" And it doesn't seem to listen to him. At that point, he says, "Fuego, come to me, come back to me and stop this. Calm down." And when he says that, a voice appears, and everyone can listen to this voice. So that means that you guys would listen to this voice. It says, "Albert, it is me, God. I am here because I need your help and Fuego's help. I need you to come with me to help me come back to the world and be with the rest of the people. I am coming back to heal the needy and to cure all sicknesses. Look what I can do, and your pet will be very helpful to me." And this entity, you see that it creates a big thing of fire. And the magician says, "No, I will never do that. I will never serve you, especially with what you're doing." And a big fall of fire just shoots out inside of the theater, right above everybody, about to fall on everybody. At that point, the little fire gnome goes and starts consuming that big flame. And the magician just is like, "Fuego, what are you doing?" And eventually, Fuego manages to consume all the flames and to go resize itself back to its regular size and become blue again. And this voice says, "You will pay for that," and laughs and eventually leaves. At that point in time, the show ends, and the magician retreats back. What do you guys want to do?
Well, that was a fucking clusterfuck. A lot of fucks in that sentence. Huh. I'm going to sneak backstage. In fact, no, I'm not going to sneak backstage. I'm going to use Mr. Mackey's FBI identification.
I am going. At this point, I'm going to realize that I don't have my wallet.
See, I'm just going to use the ID to I'm just going to flash it.
Alright, you don't have your
get
wallet.
backstage.
And what else?
Actually, do I have to roll anything to notice that I don't have my wallet, or would I just notice when he flashes it?
No, you will.
I guess.
You can roll spot hidden if you want, but I mean,
Yeah, spot hidden and intelligence, I guess. Oh,
Hey, that looks a lot like my wallet. That is my wallet. Why, you little...
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh.
You grapple with me and take it back, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, do you have a picture of Ewan?
Yeah, you can click on my character in the bit where you click on yours.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just saw your other character.
Overnight.
Yeah, the night thing is still on part of the chat thing.
Oh,
Oh, Mike
right.
doesn't have it in there.
so what do you
Yeah, I
fellas
think
want
if
to
you
do?
get 5, it changes it. I'm not sure. I guess we just, yeah, let's go backstage. Follow
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
That's why I was flashing Evan's badge.
All right, so you guys get backstage,
I
and
guess I should remove Mackey's wallet from my inventory.
when you get backstage, you see how the magician is walking towards his, changing room, and at that point, you guys get there, and he says, "Oh, hello, fellas. Unfortunately, at this time, we don't allow public back here. I'll be happy to sign
I flash
autographs
my
afterwards."
my Boston PD police badge. Joseph,
FBI.
what was the last name? Joseph Schwab. There you go.
FBI,
Oh.
Boston, what? I mean, who are you guys?
We're investigating the death of the late mayor.
Your
Well,
worst
I
nightmare.
don't know exactly what happened to the mayor. I arrived today. I mean, it's very sad that the mayor died, but I have nothing to do with the mayor. And this is what Fuego looks like, just so you guys know.
I'm here to inquire about Fuego.
We have some questions about your little parlor trick out on the stage just now, and about your whereabouts earlier this week.
What parlor trick you're talking about? And then when he turns around, you see in his shoulder that little flame just standing over there, sitting on his shoulder, looking at you directly.
Oh, I thought he lost it. Okay.
I was like, what?
I'm
what are
really
you
tempted to
talking
just
about?
kill one of us, bro.
Yeah.
I'm really tempted to spray perfume at it.
Well,
You don't
take
have
us into the
perfume
back
on you.
room, give us an old cuppa,
I'm gonna
and we'll discuss this.
I'm gonna whisper to Schwab. We need to get the fire department down here.
Let's
I'm going to
see.
get a bit closer to him and sleight of hand his wallet.
To who?
You
The
do
dude.
it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna steal my wallet again.
Just keep stealing it. Nah, Schwab's would be the wallet to go for. Yeah, I sleight of hand the stage actor. Take his wallet. How much money has he got in there?
All right, let's see. Let's roll.
You do it. You're
Roll
FBI.
a 1d1000.
Oh, he's a stacked man. God damn.
$770.
And I have a new false ID to
Oh,
add to
wow.
my collection.
Nice.
So, what else do you guys want to do?
Well, we've come here to talk to him, so let's ask him to let us into, like, the backstage room so we can discuss further. You know, he's part of an ongoing investigation, given the spiel.
Okay, so he says,
Where did you
nice to
find
meet you, gentlemen. My name is Albert, and this is Fuego. I understand that you are investigating something? What is going on?
Well, we have some questions about what you were saying on stage just now about God and whatnot.
Oh, that is not God. He says. That is most definitely not
Do
God.
elaborate.
That is something very, very bad. I would like to say that is a being of chaos. That is a being that is trying to make people think that is God in order to get himself here.
Oh, he's a helpful NPC. Okay. Okay, have you seen any black goo lately?
Normally, as far as I know, so a little backstory. My father, he was the guardian of this realm, and he left me detailed instructions in case he ever had to deal with this creature. And unfortunately, he passed away. So now, I have those instructions. But in his diary, he advised that the goo is the remnants of, the leftovers of him trying to break through, and what happens when he sends something from his dimension to this one, it doesn't necessarily manage to go through clear, so that goo is almost like a cancer that covers him.
I see. Well, you'll be pleased to know there have been a lot of events involving this black goo. We may require your assistance.
Well, that's
Actually, let me
fantastic,
roll my
but I don't think I want to do this because the mayor requires my assistance. Based on what I understand from what this creature said, he's planned to take over the world. So regardless if the mayor requires my assistance or not, I'm inclined to do something about this.
Yes, that's what we're asking
The
you to do.
mayor is dead.
We've been hired to remedy this issue, and you just so happen to be the, in quotation marks, guardian of the world. So
yes, I do. All we need to do is this gets resolved really easily. He says all we need to do is we need to find, hopefully, to get a hold of the other 4 people that he most likely will try to take over, and then we can beat him because we need the 5 of us to to beat him.
Okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. Have you heard of seen anything? I have had dreams. I dreamt of these people. So um, we need to find a lady named Anna Maria. We need to find a I can't remember very well his name. He says I think his name is Charles Dickinson. We need to
Yes, he's already
find
dead.
we need to find a lady named Morgan James,
Also
and
Yeah, she's already
dead.
dead.
and
She's dead.
we need to find Mark Johnson, which I think he's a soldier.
Yeah,
Dead.
he's also dead.
You've seen the bodies?
Well, they didn't die, they got raptured,
They're not dead.
in a sense. Yeah.
No,
They
they're not dead.
disappeared.
Pulled into the realm of the god, for lack of a better term.
Right, by
into
themselves,
God's cage.
unfortunately, they are the guardians. We are guardians of this realm, and they guard a part of the realm. But
Sorry, they were guardians? They were
They are-
batshit crazy thinking God was
they
gone to
are
them.
guardians of this realm. They just didn't
They
know it yet.
utterly failed in their guardianship.
If you knew they were guardians, you should have gone to them sooner.
They didn't know that they
They-
were guardians, but they are the guardians. They need.
they were.
I need to tell them that they are the guardians.
Well, as we
It's
said,
too late. They're already
So
gone.
what we need to
It's too
do is we need to find them because they are still alive. Right now, this entity, he says, is its job is to try to corrupt them and to try to have them serving, making them think that they have no hope. That way, he can possess them and come back here. But if we
Well,
tell them that they are the guardians, they will understand. We just need to go and liberate them, and we will explain this to them, and then we can just deal with this creature.
Well, I mean, if Mr. Mystic Man is so confident in it, sure.
Who's Mystic Man?
He doesn't understand derogatory nicknames.
I
Truly a shame.
didn't know anything about this until I found Fuego just about a week ago, and he was talking to me about these things, and I wasn't very sure. But then this happened today, and it connects everything.
You know, you're really lucky you gave this explanation, because I was kind of planning to murder you.
Are you sure you're trying to stop this from happening?
Yeah, so here's the thing we figured. We figured if he pulls in all those people, then it's over. So if we kill them before he can pull them over, then that was my logic.
Well, he doesn't
before
want
this
me.
explanation.
He wants the pet I have, the gnome, and you cannot kill him. He'll probably burn you alive before you can kill him.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. I don't really have like a cup of water with me.
Yeah. And even if you had a cup of water, he moves fast, so you probably wouldn't get him wet. You'll just get him pissed off.
Mm. Looks like we're gonna get a space gun at the end of this. Well, not quite a space gun, a fire
So-
spirit, but you know, same thing.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
what is the main
Legendary
goal
weapon.
here? What do you need? Are you trying to do something, or did you just try to accidentally have me waste time here?
No, we need you to do your fucking job instead of this shitty performance.
My fucking job? I just found out that
Who
this was
cares about
happening.
your job? The world's about to fucking end. Come on, get in gear.
I just found out that this was happening. This is the first time that I hear this monstrosity talk. Up until now, I just had dreams where I thought that, I
Why
was
don't
just
you
imagining
pull your thumb out of
things.
your ass and find a way to get us into the dimension of the creature?
Well, these
You know what?
creatures
I'm
are
done
not
talking
in
to
a
you.
dimension.
Fuego, speak.
The creature is in a different dimension. He's an alien creature. He's out of space. But our comrades are not in a dimension. He just warped them somewhere else. We just gotta locate them. So all I gotta
I
do,
see.
all I have to do is, if you guard me, I can find out their locations and we can go free them. And
I'll have the ability, sure.
once we find them, I can talk to them mentally and I can help them break the lock that this creature has. And they will tell me the location, and then we just gotta go save them. I am not sure as to how dangerous this will be, but it is something we can accomplish. So he
Is that
says,
one issues you're all like to make?
"Gentlemen, I invite you to come over to my house, or to the house that I'm staying in here in town. The previous mayor, before he passed, made accommodations for me to stay in a very humble property here in town. Let me get my things and we can get to my car and we can head there." So he gets his things and you guys go to the car. Are you guys gonna be driving your own truck or do you want to ride with him?
As long as I don't drive.
I guess let's take the truck.
Yeah, say the truck.
Okay. Alright, very well. So you take the truck, you follow him, you get to this house which is like a mansion. It's like one of the most expensive properties in town. He gets in, he gets comfortable, he puts fuego on a candle and he and the little gnome just burns over the candle. And he says, "Okay, gentlemen, I'm going to take a nap. And while I sleep, I'm going to communicate with all these other people and I'm going to find out their locations. And then tomorrow, we will have to go get them to free them. So
This
you
guy is
just
completely
prevent
sane.
anything
I
from
believe him.
happening to me while I sleep. Because I am sure this creature is going to try to stop me the moment that he knows what I am doing." So he goes to
Okay,
sleep.
anybody have any spare firearms? Does this guy have like a gun in his house or something?
So he goes to sleep. After he sleeps, he wakes up like an hour after. He tells you, "Okay, I know where Anna Maria is. She is the first guardian and we need to free her." Anna Maria got teleported. Let me pull Google Maps and I'll tell you exactly where she is. Oh, where's the type to wrong? There we go. Alright, so he'll tell you. Anna Maria happens to be in, let's see, Boston. Here we go. Anna Maria is in somewhere in Albany. Some sort of abandoned building. She's unable to escape. She told me that she was pretty sure that she was possessed by this creature, and I told her that she was not. So she was able to break the hold, and she told me her location. Luckily for us, the creature doesn't know that I spoke with her or that we are coming. However, the location is heavily fortified, as this creature has managed to take over many people from the town. The other thing you should know is that these creatures act as a one thing. So therefore, once one of them sees you, they will all know that you're there.
Oh, I'm glad I brought a stealth character in then.
I would expect resistance if he says.
Oh, so you're not coming with us to help us?
I am gonna go there with you, but I am not going to go inside a breaker. I am gonna stay outside. I may be able to send to help you out with fuego here and there, but I cannot put myself at risk considering that I am the only one that is free so far, capable of freeing the other ones.
Yeah, to be fair, I don't really give a shit about you. Fuego's the one I care about.
Okay, well, let's go, he says. Let's not waste time. Right now
Feels
it's
kind of bad,
about
baby.
12:30 at night. So
Justice never sleeps.
So you guys go there, and once you arrive to Albany, he's like, okay. She told me that she is at an abandoned church. So let's find an abandoned church. Go ahead and roll spot hidden. Okay, you guys. There
Yay!
we go, Evan. You guys drive around and you find the church. What do you guys want to do? When you stop, you see that the church is abandoned, but you do see that there's a couple of gentlemen outside. So, how do you guys want to
Okay.
do this?
Can we ask the gentleman outside count as that all as one thing?
Can you ask the gentleman outside what?
Can we ask, what's his name? Albert. Yeah, can we ask him, like, whether those guys out front count as that all as one thing he said?
He says, well, those guys are, pretty sure that they are going to be possessed by this being of chaos. So if one
Okay,
of
in
them
that case,
sees you,
I will try and stealth around him.
if one of them sees you, they will all seize you. She is inside of that church, and based on what she told me, she is on the very on the tower on one of the rooms on the tower of the church.
Okay. I'll try going in first with a stealth roll. If I fail, we go guns blazing.
All right, Evan,
That
what do you want to do?
Sounds good. Yep, sounds good to me.
Okay, Jake,
Okay.
you good with that?
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
Okay. All right, go ahead and start rolling.
Well, I guess I'll spend luck.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. Should I spend luck?
Your choice.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna roll a 1d2.
Fine.
I will not spend luck.
Okay.
All right,
I
you're
will.
not
Just became an
spending.
NPC for a second.
All right, so they see you. When they see you, they say, "Stop right there. We know why you're here. I seen you at the the
Hello
theater.
there, gentlemen. I think I'm a bit
Leave
lost.
now."
Very well, I shall turn around. You wouldn't happen to know where the nearest pub is, would you?
Nearest pub? Are you being serious
nearest
right
pub.
now? He says.
Bar then. Drinking hole.
You don't fool anybody. He says. I have told you to leave.
Okay, fine. If I'm leaving, I'd like to know where I can drink, if that's alright.
Like, very well. Some people just can't. I guess not everybody cares as much for their lives as many others.
Alright, fine, fine. I'm going. Alright, I'll see you then. Whoa, that was a little bit callous.
And at that point, you see how the door from the church opens up. And let's see.
I probably should have just left. Oh well.
That's 0.3. What?
You forgot the R.
Yeah. No, I
Oh,
put a forward
yeah.
slash instead of a D.
Oh. Ah!
Oh, that is like the worst outcome.
So you see about 30 people coming out with guns, aiming at you, and ready to shoot.
Alright, now that's calmed down a little bit, you know, just on the go. Now I see you got a bit of an operation. Oops. Oh, alright. Okay,
Whoa.
he's just gunning. Okay. I'm gonna be slowly backing up whilst I'm doing this.
1.
Oh my god. I can't even escape.
So we saw the first shot. What is keeping us from shooting back?
Okay, these guys really have no chill.
No, they saw you. He told you that he saw you at the theater. So
Yes, he could have just pointed me in the direction of the nearest bar.
he
Well,
knows that
he
you're
had to
not
do.
just looking for the bar, and he knows that it's no coincidence that you are here with the other guy. So
No, unfortunately, I am not just looking for the bar. I was hoping for a fail there. Do I just forget my objective? Oh, shit.
you better start rolling that
Is that
dodge, buddy.
Yeah, it's the first hit in a while. Oh, yeah.
Dance, dance.
That's what it fucking feels like right now.
And everybody else, you guys are hearing the shots. By the way,
yeah.
Evan, you hear the
Yeah, as far as
shots.
they're concerned, I'm already dead.
So can I roll that I want to shoot?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Got Jake. Alright, 6. Hold on. Did you shoot
Oh,
3 times?
what?
Okay, yeah, 9 and 6. Okay. You take one of the
Yeah.
guys down,
Yay.
and Evan, do you want to take a turn?
Yep, I want to shoot.
I'm literally
Wow.
just the fucking bait at
Okay.
the moment.
Yeah, I know. You killed 3 guys, that's for sure. And
Jesus.
Larugo, you want to take a turn? Yeah, that damage is insane.
Yeah, it's a 4-5 on, like, extremes and hards.
Go under combat. It's under combat. You have a tab that says combat on your sheet. You should have your weapons in there.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, you get to shoot 3 times for a handgun. Ooh, 100. So, when
Oh,
you were
thank God, I thought my
shooting,
internet crashed.
your handgun, unfortunately, got stuck and one of the bullets malfunctioned, and eventually it exploded inside of a gun, almost making the gun implode. Therefore, you kind of messed up your hand. Go ahead and roll a 1d5. Two. Okay, so you take 2 points of damage from the gun, and the gun obviously is screwed. That gun's not good anymore. All right, so let's see who we're shooting at.
That really fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Oh no, hold on. Before we do that, we're going to have. Hold on, Alex. Oh. Man, that was. Okay. Oh, actually, no, never mind. So the magician is going to call Fuego, and Fuego is going to attack, and he's going to burn. On the. Man, I can see anything. Let's see. Okay, so he's gonna burn 5 of them in one shot.
Yay.
Yeah. Alright, so these guys will start shooting again. Alright, so let's see. 1d4. Actually, 1d5. Alright. Somebody just rejoined.
Welcome back.
Jake.
Testing.
Hey, I could hear you.
Yeah, there we go.
That's Jake.
My internet crashed.
Were you not able to talk before?
I dodge.
No, I was. My internet crashed, so I'm on day 2 right now.
Yep, you gotta dodge, Jake.
Yeah.
So, Mega, were you saying I need to dodge that?
Yep.
Mega's muted. I think like a
muted?
family member's doing something.
Oh,
I'm not muted. Can you hear me?
Oh, now you're not muted.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you need to dodge,
just dodge.
Jake.
Okay.
I think I need to.
Yeah, you need to. Or
Okay.
you're gonna have to spend that luck, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I'm spending the luck.
Alright, very well. And we're gonna call this the cliffhanger. We're gonna continue on next week. That way I get to write the next 4 parts of the story, which you guys are gonna have to free the
Dang.
4 people.
Okay.
And we'll see where you guys end up after that. Now, this is the
This one should be easy. It's only what, like
this is gonna
32
be
people.
the big fighting part.